Yes, I'm back. I'm experimenting. It had me locked in at up and down.
I'm back.
Oh gosh.
I'm experimenting.
It had me locked at up and down instead of horizontal. And I need to see it horizontal. So anyway, hello. What I did was, so that way I can keep up with chat, I need to get logged into my iPad. So let me see here. Hopefully it'll all work out. This is my third time going live. Alright, wish me luck here. Okay, I go to me. Let me touch me. Listen. We don't need a commercial.
Work out.
Okay.
This is my third time going live.
Gotta turn that volume down. I'm hearing myself. There's a definite delay. So now, let's go to comments. No, I don't. I guess I do in the chat, but I want to see the live chats. Okay, and then I'm on here. Yep. Oh, yeah. Say something. Oh, it's Lori. Hi, Lori. Ah, I feel famous. I got a famous person on here. You had to tell Alexa, Lori, here is your reminder for Terry. Oh, thank you. Oh, wait, for Terry's wife. That is funny. That's funny. Baxter's going to be making an appearance probably because I reclined back, so that means he'll be hopping up on my lap. Girl, we are famous together. We both been doing, well, you've been doing it so doggone long. Oh. So, how's your day going? Anything new and exciting? Are you coming up? Well, you can. You're welcome. I'm not going to kick you off. So, now, you can't be wagging your tail, buddy. You got to put your tail down. They don't need to see your butt. There we go. So, I had a good day. What did I do? I ran about 20 hours from hitting the 4,000. Ooh, that's awesome. Hi, Kayleen. How are you doing? Somebody's face is in the way. Listen, if you're going to stay up here, you got to lay down. You can't be all up in my face. You can't be all up. You can't steal the show, boy. Hi, Pat. Nanny Pat. Listen, he ain't gonna stay up here all the time. Oh, yeah, go Chiefs. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, nobody can see you do that. You rock on with yourself. Go Chiefs. My mom is sitting there watching it. Hi, Heather. My mom is sitting there watching it, so I'm surprised she hasn't texted me, but she know I was going live. So yeah. Hi, Baxter. He says, hello. Mom was watching the Chiefs game, so she, yeah. Yep, so she didn't, listen, boy. Okay, hop off. Listen, you can't lay down, you can't stay. Hi, Debbie Sue. I got my iPad ready to go. So, let me scoot up a little closer. There you go. Because, yep. Oh, yeah, go ahead, Pat. What is your question? Kayleen, your family's yelling at the TV. That's great. Hi, Claudia. You know what, Debbie Sue? I've been burping today, but I haven't had that real bad chest pain. How does my lab work compare now, eating more vegetables versus when I was eating carnivore? So, I have not... hang on here. I've actually got my labs saved on my iPad. So, listen, if anybody asks any questions afterwards, you may have to repeat it. Let me see if I can find I've got them on here. Here we are, my labs. So, carnivore, and I'm going to do the main ones. Let me find the big ones. Look at me. Debbie Sue, you asked if I'm burping, and I'm burping. Oh, Southern Indiana. That's cool. All right, where are we at here? So my fasting blood sugars, they went from 140 in in 2020 I was carnivore, and they were, let's see, and then I went to keto in 21. So my blood sugar went from 140 whenever I was in the carnivore-ish, then to 99 to 90, then to 95. Dadgummit, why is this thing? And then right now it's 80. So my blood sugar went all the way down. Right now my blood sugar is 80. My fasting blood sugar is 80. When I was still carnivore, it was 140, then 99, and then switching over to vegetables, 95 and 80. What are some other ones that we look at? Cholesterol. So when I was carnivore and first starting, it was 208. Then I switched over to veggies and it got to 236. And then it went up to 245. And then this last time was 241. But remember, I'm still not due for my cholesterol check I'll be getting them again hi Joyce. I'll be getting them at the end of February, at the end of this upcoming month. So then we'll know more. So my cholesterol, my HDL though, let me find that one. HDL, it was 26 when I was carnivore. You know, that's the one they want high. And then whenever I switched to veggies, it went 36, then 39, and now it's at 50. I got a CRP, which is the one that they say is to see if you have, what's that stuff called? Inflammation. Listen, y'all are really getting to see just how I shut down when I have to think. CRP checks your inflammation. And when I first got it in 2020, I was carnivore, but it was at 4.7. Then the next year, I was still carnivore, and it was 1.7. And then the next year, keto was 1.33, and the next year was 0.56. So it's gone down. So anyway, so overall, my labs have, hang on, let me get this back open so I can see the comments. Overall, my labs have gotten, they've improved, and they haven't really changed from compared to carnivore to keto. They really haven't changed much. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody after your question. I know, Heather, I'm glad that we're able to be here together too. And Claudia and Joyce. Hi, Joyce. And good old autocorrect. Girl, Lori, autocorrect is my worst enemy. And sometimes my best friend. Yes, Debbie, those were my total cholesterols. And Parker. Hi, Parker. And Julia. Hello, Julia. What was my triglycerides last year? All right, now hang on. Let me see. Does this thing let me slide? Probably not. Triglycerides. All right. So where is it? Triglycerides. Last year, they were 63.3. Before I even started losing weight in 2017, they were 192 as my triglycerides. Then next time I got them was in what year is this? 2020, and my triglycerides were 153. Then in 2021, they were 156. 2022, they were 130. And then 2023, they were 63. So they've been going in a good way. Oh, come on, little fella. Got to see. All right. Hello, Danielle in Pennsylvania. Hello, Mary's Colorful Journey. And I said hi to Parker. I said hi to Julie. And my triglycerides. Hi, Kayleen. Listen, I get nervous when I have to go live. Hi, Kim. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Tamra. Hi, Faith. I get nervous because I'm like, I don't want to miss anything that somebody has to say. So if you ask a question and I miss it, repeat it. Because, I'm worried I'll miss something. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Kayleen. Kayleen said, don't forget to click the like button. Hi, John. Hey, Elizabeth. That's my thumbs up gal. Elizabeth has these little nuggets of wisdom pay attention to my comment section. All of you guys have so much wisdom, and it's just like blows my mind. I'm like, oh, see, I didn't grow up going in the kitchen with my mama. I was too busy outside chasing my neighbor boy with worms and digging in the dirt and playing cars and all that stuff. So I really didn't spend much time in the kitchen. And so, yeah, so I don't know all these cool things that you guys tell me. I'm like, whoa. Oh, hi, Desperate for Discount. So, yeah, are you coming up? What's your deal, boy? You can come back up, but you just got to put your butt down. Okay. Baxter can't make up his mind. He wants to be sociable, but he had to have his booty to you guys. So you are welcome to come up if you want to. Okay, good. Anyway, so you were making your rounds. So it was a good day. Yesterday was good. I think your tail is in the way, buddy. There you go. There you go. Hi, Beth. Now listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. You got to be down. Look down. There you go. This isn't your show. This isn't the Baxter show. This is the Terry show. This is the Terry Toodaloo show. All right. There we go. Hi, Beth. Hi, Karen. Oh, Calgary, Canada. That's when I said Calvary, Canada. I'm such a dork. But anyway, so yesterday was a good day. I had a whole bunch of meal prep going on, and I had I didn't do laundry. I kind of got sidetracked from that, but had lots of meal prep, and then went to church this morning with Judy. So I hung out with Judy. But then at 2:00, hi, Rebecca in Michigan. Oh my goodness, I bet it's cold. You people up in Canada and Michigan, I bet y'all are like, brrr. You all would like to have a Baxter on your lap to keep your legs warm. Hi, Joey and Kay. Hello. Hi, Lori. Yeah, so the Chiefs game came on. Mom was telling me this week, she said, well, the Chiefs game comes on at 2, and I said, well, that's a perfect day for me to go live then. I'll hang out with you until 2, or a little before the game starts, and then I'll go home and have a live. Now listen, if you guys are new to my live, let me just tell you, I know this is only my 3rd one, but let me just tell you, as much water as I drink, I will say, I will be having to go to the bathroom at some point. And I ain't pushing pause or nothing like that. I'll just be like, hey guys, I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be back. Last time I did it, somebody's like, I never had anybody go to the bathroom during a live before. Well, welcome to my weird little lives. Ain't that right, buddy? That's right. I know it. No, don't kiss me. Don't kiss me. Let's see. Oh, so Rebecca, we do different meal plans, but you enjoy the meal prepping. I'm the same. I watch people who don't eat like I do, and I learn something all the time. It's funny how, I even watch vegetarians and vegan meal preps and stuff. It's amazing what I can learn. I love that we can, learn so much from each other. We just kind of have to be like, let me just tailor this the way I eat. Hi, Trina. Good to see you. Well, good to see your name. It'd be fun if we could all just do one big old see each other's face. That'd be pretty fun. I don't know how to do it, but it'd still be kind of fun. But yeah. So but anyway, I definitely learned a lot. Like I watched that that Chef Jean-Pierre, and so we know he eats the full meal deal of everything. But he has I still learn stuff from him. Like his thing is onion, because he said he's like French and French and what is he? I think French and Italian. And he says onion. You cook the onion. Onion is always first unless there's bacon. Then bacon's first. So that's what I learned from him. And then he says that you don't put garlic until you're about ready to add liquid. So I learned a lot from that. Well, we peed during lives when you shouldn't you. I agree. I agree. Hey, Craig. No, I'm not a football fan. Hi, Ricky Lee. I'm not, but that's why I came on at this time because I knew that my mother was kicking me out during the Chiefs game. Although I did just get an alert saying the Chiefs won. So, yay! Whoop, whoop. I don't know if the Chiefs, are they on the Missouri side or the Kansas side? I know they're Kansas City, but I don't know which side they're on. You like watching him too, Mary? I think he's fun. Yes, desperate for discount. I agree. I like doing meal prep regardless. It really helps. And my all-American at the moment. Good convenience food for after work. You're not kidding. I agree. I don't want to have to, I would love to stop and get food. But knowing that I have something there just, makes me feel better. Kayleen, yeah, I'm lazy, so I do cook my hamburger meat in the crock pot. And one of these days, I will learn to do it in the Instant Pot. I'm gonna get there. Kayleen, okay, so Kansas City Chiefs are in Missouri. All right, that's good. Chiefs are gonna win the Super Bowl this year. I hope you're right, Ricky Lee. My sister and brother-in-law, they go to their stuff and get things signed, so they would definitely, they definitely agree. Do I like the pasture-raised eggs? You know what? I think I've bought them a couple times, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a cheap girl. Y'all, I would rather have my too much meat and spend my money on the yellow stickers than getting the pasture-raised eggs. I know I'm supposed to like the pasture-raised eggs, and I should get those, but I definitely don't. Buy them. I just buy the cheapy eggs. I can't lie. That's what I get. Craig, yeah, you and Judy. Now, she doesn't yell at the TV like my sister and her husband do, but Mom definitely loves the Chiefs, and that's why I came home at 1. I left her house at 1:58 so she could go in there. She has like 5 remotes, so she had to get her TV turned on so she could watch the kickoff. Yeah, Debbie Sue, I don't dislike it. I just haven't watched it. Hi, Teresa. I'm just not. I just don't get all into it. But on TikTok, I follow the Chiefs. Not to see them play, but I just like hearing. I like on TikTok where they'll have them be like the team will be walking down the hall and they'll say, if you were stranded on a desert island, which 3 players would you take with you? And then they'll name the players that they would take. It's always funny to see who they would pick. Oh yeah, the ones at Aldi's are $4.50. Yeah, I don't know how much the ones at Walmart are. I think they're usually like $2 maybe for a dozen. But we all know I'm only gonna make one trip. I hate going to multiple places. I'm so terrible. One of these days I'll learn to be frugal and see which is the better place to go. But I like Walmart just because it's a quick one-stop shop. Oh, Kayleen, you've got a friend with hens. That's nice. One of my coworkers does. Hi, Danielle. You're a little late getting on. Well, that's all. Oh, Danielle, so you were cheering for the Ravens. I'm in Missouri, so we're Chief Country, but I'm going to say, Danielle, I'm very sorry for your loss. I'm very sorry for your loss for the Ravens. Go Chiefs. But I'm sorry for the loss. Yeah. The other puppers. So Callie is on the couch. You can see her. I would move the camera, but I've got a big old lummox on top of me, so I can't do it. I think Lou and Sammy are in the back room, in the bedroom. Hi, Tabitha. Good to see you. So, Debbie Sue, you can tell a difference in the pasture's eggs. I've never, I don't know if I've tried them. I mean, I guess a few times I have, but I didn't really notice anything different. But, yeah. So I'll have to maybe I'll try them again someday, but like I said, I'd rather spend my money on the yellow sticker meat. I guess, well, and with my old, COVID taste buds, I don't really, I don't know if I really could taste the difference. I don't know. I don't know what I can and can't taste. So maybe I'll cook on. Maybe that's what I can do for an experiment. Let me write that down. Pasture eggs versus regular cheap eggs. There we go. Baxter makes a good table. I'll have to. Sorry, when he's on my lap, fur flies around and gets all in my face. Yeah, so I will get some and like I'll do a taste comparison. That'll be fun. Ricky, I've heard that they are more have more nutrition in them. I've definitely heard that. So higher omega-3s. Okay. So yeah, I will experiment. I'll buy a 12-pack and see what I think. You're on a large cattle ranch in northern Michigan. Oh, you raise chickens too. Grandkids raise 4-H animals for meat, pigs, sheep, and goats. Oh, that's fun that the kids were in 4-H. We had that around here. I was in Girl Scouts, and my sister was in Girl Scouts, and then decided she wanted to go in 4-H. Do you know why she wanted to go in 4-H? Because it's co-ed. So she wanted to be around the boys. So, yeah. But I know we have a fair here, and so it's fun to go at the fair and then go look at the animals that the 4-H kids have entered into contests. That's pretty cool to see how they do that. So that's the thing you splurge on, John. Okay. That's good to know. So I will try them. Like I said, I know I've bought them once or twice, but I couldn't really tell much difference. So I'll get some and we'll do a taste comparison. The yolks weren't as orange as the ones from Aldi. Okay. Do I try to stick to an eating window? It's not technically a window, but this is, I eat at 8 o'clock in the morning. And because I have to eat by the clock, because my body, sorry, I got to adjust the girls. My body will tell me, my stomach will growl even 30 minutes after I eat. And my brain interprets as the digestion. Hey, Susanna, my brain interprets that digestion as hunger. So I eat at 8 o'clock in the morning, usually a little before that because my coworkers come in and they like to come in and talk. So I ate breakfast. Hi, Wilma. I eat 8 o'clock breakfast and then 11 o'clock lunch. And then as soon as I come home, I eat supper. So I guess 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll say 6 just in case. So, like a 6 hour or 10 hours, I eat somewhere between there. But it's not on purpose. I mean, it's not like for any specific reason. It's just, one time I was watching, what's his name? The carnivore, no. What's that doctor? Dr. Sivas. I was watching him. And he said that snacks are for kids and adults don't need to snack. Well, I was highly offended by that at first because I'm an adult and I like my snacks. But afterwards, I got to thinking about it. And hi, Marnie. Oh, my goodness. It's past your bedtime, girl. You better get in bed. Oh, my goodness. But it's so good to see you. But yeah, so I quit snacking right after I heard him say that. After, like I said, I got highly offended because I enjoyed my snacks. But then I just eat at 8, 11, and 5. So, yeah, John, you know what? During the whole egg shortage, we were paying a lot of money for a dozen eggs, and that was even the cheapy eggs. So if I was paying for what you would pay for a good dozen eggs back then. Ooh, hamburger jerky. That sounds good. Hi, Susan. Just got to church. Oh, you better get to church. Well, good. It's good to see you, Susan. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Yes, Marnie, of course I'm going to give you a shout out. You're my spices girl lady who gave me some spices to use, and I appreciate them. So you helped me branch out from my rut of spices. So it's been a good day. You started getting pork rinds. Never really liked them, but I like them now when I need a snack. Pork rinds are really good. Hey, wait a minute. You people are talking about following somebody. Let me just see who you're following. All right, Rebecca of Pollywog Flats. Wonder if I can follow you from here. Go to channel. Subscribe. Okay. Isn't that who you were just saying? Who are you saying? Who are you saying to follow, Lori? Who y'all following? Oh, Marnie, thank you for the super chat. That is so sweet. You don't have to do that, but thank you so much. Aww. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's okay, good. Well, I followed, so we got it. We got it. I followed. All right, no, wait. Can't stay. Okay, I got that one. I just don't want to miss anything. That's why I broke out my iPad, because I have you up on the television, and I'm seeing the chat, but sometimes it goes a little faster than what I can say. Wait. Somebody asked about spices. Now, hang on. I don't want to lose that. Hold up. Hold her, Newt. Hold her. Let me see. Susanna's making her burger jerky. Where did I see that? And you got it in, and Ricky Lee's getting into pork rinds. Oh, there he is. Azorian lady. Armanda. My spices. Most of them. Walmart. Although sometimes people will say, hey, have you had such and such? And so then if I can't find it at my Walmart, then I'll go to Amazon. But most of it is Walmart because, you know, I'm cheap. We know I'm a cheap lady. So I get them mostly from the Walmart. Thank you, Kayleen. You know I love my spices. That's right. We have our very own spice girl. All right. So Rebecca, Pollywog Flats. I got you followed too. You know what, Debbie Sue? It is fun to go back to some of my old videos. I'm like, oh, Terry, if I can just go back and tell you what you're going to know in a year or so. Hey, quit pushing. If I can tell you what you're going to know in a few years, I just want to just hold her little hand and just pat her on the back and tell her it's going to be okay. I like going back and seeing those two. Hang on, wait a minute. I messed something up here. The other pups, Trina. So Callie is over on the couch, and Sammy and Lou. Watch this. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, Lou. Come here, Lou. They want to see you too, buddy. Okay. Come here, Lou. Come here. Come here. Don't hide. Don't hide. Lou, come here. Come here, Bubba. They don't want to see your butt. Well, there he was. Oh, and I hear Sammy coming. All I got to do is whistle. And then they think there's food involved. Here's Sammy. His short little face. Here, move your head back, sir. There's my sweet Sammy. So, if Lou braves getting up on the couch, you'll hear Callie go, because she gets mad at him because she's napping. Okay, so where are we at? So, well, there they are, though. There's the others, and Callie's over on the couch right now. Oh, I think Sammy said, I'm done. I'm out. There's no food involved. Oh, thank you, Marty. You know I'll be getting spices with those. Quit, little boy. Hi, Gloria. Thank you. Well, John, I don't know if it's. There's my Luberdoo. Hey, buddy. How you doing, big boy? How's my handsome? He's a handsome boy. And my sweet Sammy Joe. Now they're all gonna come around because I said, okay, let's move on to the next topic. So here they all are. All right. How long will the live be running? I don't know. Till I quit talking. That's how long it'll run. Well, you know me. Who knows? Because I'm off work tomorrow. Let's see. All right. Hi, Lori. You were a carb girl. Went to 360 pounds, now 240. Oh, Lori, good job. That is awesome. Congratulations. Ooh, Ricky Lee, you made a pork rind dip today. Sour cream, hot sauce, salt, pepper, garlic powder, and a dash of stevia. That sounds good. Good. All right. I'm about to be caught up. Yes, there's the Luberdoo. John, yeah, I know, John. That Lou, he's just a hot mess. He likes to sing for his supper and drink while I'm trying to talk. He's the loudest one. You always hear him talking. Yeah, it's Debbie. Hi, Sammy. Yep, the other boys. Your 3 dogs are hovering over you, Latricia. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good. Hello, Latricia. You've been sharing with your family about current Rebecca, thanking past Rebecca for caring enough to prepare nutritious foods. Oh, Rebecca, that's really awesome. That's good. You know, that's why you got to thank your old self, because they did what they needed to do so you could be where you are today. Awesome job. Thank you, Beth. The pups are well behaved. That's because they have full bellies. That's why they're well behaved. Yeah. They have full bellies. I was smart. I fed them at 4, and then I fed me at about 4:15, and so then that way I could kind of get ready. And yeah. So now they're all full and ready for a nap. Planned ahead. Oh, Claudia, you had 5. Oh my goodness, that's so many. That's so sweet. Hi, Julie. Well, welcome to my live. In probably about 20, 30 minutes, I'm going to say, hey guys, I'll be right back. And you'll just be looking at this, look at all this while I go to the bathroom. Oh, you enjoy when I sing the 80s songs. I just never know when something's going to pop in my head. Karen, no, it's not a holiday. So I decided that I don't really take off very much at work. And we earn about 8 hours. Well, we earn about 16 ETO hours a month. So that's 2 days off a month that we earn. And I don't take them off. I'm sitting on the max amount of ETO that we can have. So I'm like, I'm just going to take 2 days off. So I took tomorrow off just for grins. At Marnie, it is 5:57 here. I'm in Central. It's Central time. So yeah, it is almost 6 o'clock here Central time. Ouch.
I didn't get that.
Oh, Siri. See, she just likes to, she wants to be part of the show. That's what it is. Only here. I know, Tabitha. I wish that we could all be singing at the same time. We'd have a great choir. We could all be like, I don't even know what song right now. When I'm on the spotlight, I can't think. But we'll all be singing. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. We'll all be singing. I don't know. Well, the song that popped in my head was Michael Jackson's song, Dirty Diana. No. Dirty Diana. No. Well, then I remembered I saw an interview of Michael Jackson, and he was singing, and it was when she was Princess Diana and she was married to King Charles, and he said that that he had that song held out of that concert. And she asked him if he was going to sing it. And he said, oh no, I didn't want to out of respect for you. And he said that she's like, but that's my favorite song. And then she said, Michael Jackson said that Prince Charles came up and was like, oh, what are you talking about? And she giggled and said, oh, nothing. And then they walked away. So I just thought it was cute that Princess Diana loved that song. And she wanted him to sing that song at the concert where she was. I make eating healthy a party girl. Oh, that's right. It's all about partying. We ain't got to make this no fun. We got to have oh yeah, celebrate good times. Come on. Do, 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 do. Wahoo. Oh, am I disturbing your nap? I'm sorry. The Princess Baxter. He says I'm disturbing his little nappy nap. Yep, we're going to make it a big party. Oh, I haven't, what is The Crown? Is it on, is it like on Hulu or Netflix? So I'm probably one of the only people on the planet Earth who does not have any streaming services. I lied. I have Amazon Prime. So I have Amazon Prime. But let me tell you, when I get home, I got to catch up. I got the True Crime Tuesday. She's posting every day. And I got Lori FNMW. She posts almost every day. So I got to catch up to her. And all the new ones. Nona Grace posts a lot every day. And now I got new ones who I follow every day. And Susan. And so there's so many of y'all that are posting every day. I ain't got time to watch any stream videos. I just come home and I do my last little recording of my food for the day. And then, oh, you don't have streaming either. Okay. You get it from the library. Can you get movies from the library? Listen, you need to email me your secrets because I'm going to forget. Yeah, Lori, you've been slacking, but that's all right. I forgive you because I've been a little bit busy lately. Exactly. That's what I say, Karen. I don't really get a chance. Hi, Awkwardly Aware. Yeah. And because I've got it on my PlayStation. So on my PlayStation, you know, I can watch YouTube. So I'm watching all the videos of you guys and all the channels I watch. They're all right here on my TV. So like I said, I do have Amazon Prime. And once in a while, I remember that I have it. But usually I'm like, I got to go see what people are doing. Same here, Marilyn. Same here. So like I always say, if you guys have a channel, let me know so that way I can follow you. So if any of y'all have any channels, put it down in the comments so we can all follow each other. Because, you know, us little channels, we got to stick together. There's all those people that have 100,000 followers. Well, I got some that I follow, but we gonna stick it to the man. We little people got to stick together. I can do a Queen song. Somebody, oh, we are the champions. Oh, that's what the Chiefs are gonna be singing after the Super Bowl. I don't know who they're gonna play, but that's what they're gonna be singing. They're gonna be singing, "We are the champions, my friend, and we'll keep on fighting." I can't sing high. Till the end. Doom, doom. We are the champions. We are the... Again, that's too high. I need to bring it down an octave. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. Dum, 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 dum. Yep, Debbie Sue, that's kind of why. Most time for YouTube also. Marilyn, I'm going to say I'm a Chiefs fan because I live in Missouri and my mom is, look at this ear. Look at this little ear right here. I got a soft little ear. I can just rub and rub. Anyway, I'm a Chiefs fan, but not because I watch football. I'm a Chiefs fan because I live in Missouri and because the Rams left us. So I got to root for the Chiefs. Hey, True Crime with Tuesday. I was just talking about you. I said I've been trying to keep up with all my channels every day. Oh, Ricky Lee, thank you for the super chat. You don't have to do that, but thank you so much. That is so sweet. I really appreciate it. All right, pasture raised eggs, Luke. You got it. I'm going to get them. I'm going to get them. Thank you. Marilyn, you live about an hour and a half south of Kansas City. Oh, I bet it's loud where you are. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Everybody hit that like button. Tubi is a free app. Okay. I've used, what's that other one? Pluto. I have Pluto also. Oh, Karen, it was great watching all the baptisms. They were so sweet. It was really neat watching them. I always like when they're singing that song of Hell Lost Another One, because I am free. I like when they sing that when somebody comes up out of the water. I kind of get choked up when it happens. Answer you this. Am I ever in a mood for everyone to F off? I'm very sweet and kind. Let me tell you. Yes. Almost every day. Because I'll be in my office and I am the supervisor. So I have to be open. Detroit Lions. Okay, that now we know who's going to play. Wait, they're going to play the Detroit Lions. Don't wake up. The Lions offense is kicking booty to everybody at the moment. Well, yes. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So, yes, I do get aggravated. And my staff, especially if I'm focused, and I'm like thinking, and they walk in, and I'm like, and they know that I'm focused, and so they just kind of back away. But sometimes I'm just cranky. Hi, Trudy. Good to see you. Sometimes I'm just cranky. And I'll come in and I've worked where I've worked for 12 years. And one nurse has worked with me for 12 years. One nurse has worked with me 11. And 2 of them have been there 8 years. So we've all kind of gotten to know each other pretty well. And so I'll walk in and be like, y'all, I'm in a mood today. And they'll just be like, okay. I was like, just send me an email today because I'm in a mood. And so, yeah. So I definitely get in a mood where I'm like, stupid people and their stupid questions. I've told them 20 times. I don't know why they got to ask this question again because they're getting on my nerves. So, yeah, I definitely have that days. Oh, thank you. But, okay, so Lions. So, listen, I saw this on TikTok. I think, Marty, you go to sleep. It's good to see you. Thank you for this. Thank you for the Spice Super Chat. I've heard that Eminem is rooting for the Lions and that he is a big Lions fan. Sorry, y'all. I keep getting hair on my face. It's what happens when he's on my lap. I've heard that Eminem is a Lions fan. And we know that Taylor Swift is a Chiefs fan, because she's dating that Kelce fella, Travis Kelce. So what I'm wondering is if those two go head to head, will they have Eminem and Taylor Swift being the halftime show? That's kind of the buzz, the scuttlebutt around on TikTok. Wouldn't that be something? It's kind of like pretty, it's like there's a story that writes itself. Trudy, you're starting carnivore tomorrow. You've been a little keto lately, but just decided to go carnivore all in. You can do it, Trudy. I believe in you. I did carnivore for 2 years, and it cut out all the cravings. That's right, Lori. He was from Detroit. It cut out all the cravings. It cut out all the think work. What I did do was I measured because people like, what's that chick's name? Latricia, ask me that question again because I want to answer that. Give me just a second. Don't let me forget. Oh, bye, Kim. Oh, so Reba's singing at halftime. Oh, all right. I mean, I like her too. She's a good singer. Yes, Kelly Hogan. Thank you, Trudy. So because I was so obsessed with the fact that Kelly Hogan said she ate 2 pounds of meat, I would weigh and I would eat a pound of meat, or I'd eat a pound of meat twice a day. Well, I was eating a pound of cooked meat twice a day. And so I didn't take into account that she was eating those 8 quarter-pound burger patties from McDonald's. You know that them little shriveled up things all together, instead of it being really 2 pounds, is probably more like 1.5 pounds. So I didn't take that into account. But anyway, so yeah, I think carnivore is great. And so, but I stalled on carnivore because I didn't take things like that into account. Whoever's doing the halftime show, yes, Kelly Hogan. She is huge in the carnivore world. Okay, now wait, that question. Oh, why did I go from being a hairdresser to a nurse? So, yeah, I got married the first time in 1998. Well, then in 2001, we weren't getting along so well. And I said, oh, that's so good, Debbie Sue. I am so glad she's figuring it out. Because whenever I was stalling for those 7 months, they were preaching the other way. They're like, no, you can't count, you can't count. But anyway, so we were married, and then in about 2001, I said, I don't think I love you anymore. He said, oh, good, I don't love you either. It was the best divorce you ever saw in your life. Anyway, so we decided we get divorced, and I said I'm going to move back home to mom and dad, because as a hairdresser, I just was not making very much money. And that was around 9/11, so 2001, so September of 2011. And there was just a lot of people that just kind of like during COVID, only not the same, but people were not spending their money on their hair. Right after 9/11 and the Twin Towers falling, people were more worried about, are we going to war? So they weren't worried about getting hair colors and perms and things like that. So I was living with my mom and dad, and I guess I'd been there a few months. And I said, I was talking to my friend, and she was a nurse. And I said, you're able to live on your own as a nurse. And she said, yep. And she went to the 2-year, she did the LPN. Hi, Mel, good to see you. Hi, Brenda. So anyway, so she said, yeah, she did she did 1 year LPN and then the bridge over. And so I applied to the LPN program and the 2-year RN program, and I got it into the 2-year RN program. And I said, all right, well, I guess I'm going to go to school and be a nurse. They're both kind of service oriented, people pleasing, trying to take care of people. And, so I switched over to nursing, and I really liked it. And then what I did was I worked in the hospital, which is the one that I went to the ER, like half a block away. I went to work there for 4 years. And then I met my second husband online. And I moved to Chicago. And so, was it 4 years? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 5 years. And so then I moved to Chicago. And then when I moved back and I got the job where I'm at now, I got this little house got this house where I'm at. And I was like, this is the perfect place. If something happens and my job, if that gig fails, then I'll just be able to go to work at Southeast, and I live right here. So good weather, bad weather, I ain't gonna get snowed in at work. Although I would have to go to work. I wouldn't be able to call in either. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of how I went from doing hair to nursing. So that's how that went. Hi, Patty Cake. Oh, you're not stuck up. It's good to see you. Your sister's an RN. She did recovery. Got a lot of nurses in your family. Aw. Yeah, well, it was a 2-year, so it's the 2-year program. And so I asked Mom and Dad, I said, Mom, Dad, I'd really like to go to nursing school, but I really don't know that I could make it doing hair and living on my own. So they said, yeah, I agree, Tabitha, no more online husbands. That's it. I'm just sticking to the dogs. But anyway, so I sat Mom and Dad down, and I said, I think that I want to go to nursing school. Do you think I could stay here? And they said yes. So I was very fortunate that, oh, Danielle, you're a nurse too. That's cool. So I was very fortunate. They said, yes, I could stay there. So I went there. I stayed there the 2 years I was in nursing school. And then for 1 year while I was working. And then I moved out at that stage. And after I'd been working a year, and I worked night shift, and let me tell you, I love my dad, but man, he's got some heavy footsteps. He's one of them people. It don't matter if you're working night shift. If he's awake, the whole house is awake. Clomp, 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 but then those loud feet. He's a hot mess, but gotta love it, gotta love it. So yeah, so that's how I ended up where I am now. And when I was in nursing school, is used to call the Saturday nights the Knife and Gun Club. That's funny, Trudy, because I worked weekend option. So I being who I am, I didn't know what kind of nursing I wanted to do. I knew that I was 30. And I just didn't know what all was out there. So I worked Friday and Saturday 12-hour night shift at the hospital. And at that time, they had weekend option. So you work 2 12-hour shifts and you get paid for 3. So I was all aboard for that. And so I did that on Friday and Saturday. Well, then Sunday, on Sundays, I would do home health with pediatrics. So I would sit with a child for that Sunday night. And then on Thursday and every other Wednesday, I worked where I'm working now, only in the doctor's office. I was a nurse in the psych doctor's office. So yeah, because I was like, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I knew I didn't want to be 60 years old and walking up and down those hallways with my back. And I did nursing home for 1 year as a floor nurse. That was not for me, I'm here to tell you. But when I lived in Chicago, I did, I was assistant director of nursing at 2 different nursing homes. Didn't like that very much. And then I did, I did home health. Now listen, I told y'all this was going to happen. I got to go bathroom. Entertain yourselves for 2, maybe 3 minutes. I'll be right back. It's a good thing I got britches on. If I'm standing up, y'all gonna see me. Watch out, puppy dog. That to remind me of every doggone thing. So that was the one telling me to do the cameras. I'll do that later. All right, so now what did I miss out on, y'all? Those dogs. Yes, they were wondering, Steffi Sue, why I closed the door, because I never close the door. They join me. I tell you, sometimes I got 4 dogs in the bathroom. Usually it's either Baxter or Sammy, sometimes Callie, but usually Baxter comes in first. And yeah. All right, now let's catch. The side head turn is awesome. What am I missing? Oh yeah, Baxter was watching you guys. Oh, that boy, he's something else. He's keeping you company. So Lori, your aunt was an RN. She'd babysit you and take you to work with her. Oh my goodness, sit in the nurse's lounge all day. That's hilarious. Yep. Because let me tell you, one of my favorite jobs. Now, I can't say this now, but one of my favorite jobs that I had, and it would never be this way now. I worked in a nursing home, and I was a nurse aide, and I was about 21, 22. So I worked evening shift, and it was great because you could work till 11, go home, take a shower, and then go party. And then you didn't, then come home at 3 o'clock in the morning because I had a curfew. Judy had a curfew. So let me just tell you. And her thing was she'd leave the light on at the bottom of the basement where their room was. And so she'd leave the light on. We had to turn the light off. So if she got up in the middle of the night, if the light was off, she'd touch it and see if it was still hot. So she'd know if we come in on time. Anyway, so that nursing home, oh my gosh, it was great. We aides would lay down on the couch and take a nap in the evening. And now this is, I say great. As an aide, it was great. And the nurse, she would wake us up whenever call light went off. It would never be that way anymore. But those of us who smoked, because I smoked at the time, and there was a break room, and we'd smoke, and there would be some patients that would come in and they'd smoke, and we'd all be sitting there smoking all night long with the patients. We'd smoke and then go nap, and then smoke and go nap. I'm telling you, that was one of the wildest jobs I ever heard. When at your mom's, her dogs try and jump in your lap when you sit on the toilet. Oh, Debbie Sue, that's funny. So Tabitha, you're currently keto carnivore or ketovore. That's good. You know what? Whenever I went from carnivore to keto, I was terrified of how I would feel. Oh, Ricky, that's really great. Gave it up cold turkey. That's awesome. After being in all the carnivore Facebook groups and hearing all the bad things they were talking about veggies, I was terrified to try to do it, but I had been watching, hi Valerie. I was watching Kim Howerton, and she was like, not everybody can do carnivore and it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And so so she kind of soothed me. And so I think one of the first vegetables I started eating was cabbage, and I was craving, what's that stuff? You make it with cabbage, sauerkraut. For whatever reason, sauerkraut was one of the first things I decided to try whenever I went from carnivore to keto, of all things. Which videos are best for carnivore? So Trudy, what I've done on this channel, if you click playlist, you're going to see about 25 playlists. So I have, let me just go all my playlists. So I have, you'll see I have one that's called One Keto Starting Point. So that was when I started keto for those 2 months. And then my other one is called 2 Carnivore. And that was the whole time I was just straight carnivore. It was all the things that were, hi Rach, good to see you. It was all the whole time was just straight carnivore. So you can see how I went and how I learned and how I processed everything. And I lost 64 pounds on carnivore. But I had to leave carnivore because I didn't think about how to, that I could lower the amount of meat that I ate or switch from the fatty meat to leaner meat. I didn't think about all that stuff. Oh, Gloria, you were a floor nurse for many years? Oh, man. Yeah, it was hard. I did night shift. Ain't no way I could do day shift. I'm too lazy for all that. Slow carb. I love the rutabaga. Listen, I even have a playlist just for rutabaga. I need to go through and make sure all my rutabaga videos are in it. But I love me some baga. Old Man Carnivore is a good video on how to start too. Okay, Old Man Carnivore. That's good to know. Thank you, Susanna. G. Hughes is cheating on you with me. Girl, Karen. I know, he's pretty stinking amazing, isn't he? But let me just tell you, if Great Value adopted his recipes, I'd drop G. Hughes like a hot potato. Great, that Walmart, I'm surprised. I wonder if you patent stuff like that. I wonder, because they've got to know that he's making a killing. And, they got to know, so you would think that they would go, you would think that they would know to just, try to make something like that. I don't know. Maybe it's too expensive to make it. I'm not sure. Oh, Debbie Sue, you're going to try to grow the rutabaga. Oh, I want to know how it goes. I kind of want to try it, but then I'm going to be mad. You just plant one thing and then you just get one thing out of it and then that's it. Whereas at least something like tomatoes and green beans, there's a whole bunch of them. But I know. I'm such a spoiled booger. But yes, I would like to try to grow them. I'd also like to grow tomatoes. I'd like to try it, but I'd have to do it in a pot because these dogs would eat them right up. Terry peptides. Peptides, powder, collagen. Okay, collagen. So during my carnivore phase, I was losing my hair. I was doing OMAD and I was losing my hair. And so when that happened, I started freaking out and reading and seeing what I needed to do. And so everything I read was collagen. So I was adding collagen. It was, what brand was it? Keto something. Keto, not Keto Chow. Perfect Keto. I was buying Perfect Keto collagen. And it was really good. And I was drinking that. If you go back in my old videos, that's what I was drinking whenever I was carnivore. And like towards the end of my carnivore and in the beginning of my keto time frame. Listen, man. You can't be. There you go. Good boy. So yeah, I definitely added collagen. And then after my hair started filling back in and I was keto for a while, I was like, man, I'm tired of paying for this. So then I just after that video, I didn't buy anymore. And I was drinking protein powder for a while too, whenever I was striving for a specific protein amount. Listen, Linda, you're not helping. You're not a window, you're a door. Get off. Get off or lay down. One or the other. You're not a window. Perfect Keto. Yeah. Yes, that chocolate is good. You have Orgain brand. Oh. Ooh, you feel relief in your shoulders already. That's really cool. Good for you. That's awesome. He explained how you can... Oh, y'all are talking about that guy. So it is pricey. Hi, Teresa. It's good to see you. I know. Baxter wants me to himself, a little twerp. Usually if I'm watching TV, it doesn't matter. He can just sit there in front of my face and it doesn't bother me none. I bought the Perfect Keto from Amazon. That's where I got... Or did I buy it from their site? I don't know if I had Amazon at that time. So I might have been buying it from their website. Hi, Daisy. Good to see you. I think I got it from their website, Tabitha. Now I'm like, am I lying to you? I can't remember. BC, Canada. Oh my goodness. I bet it's colder than diddly up there. Ooh, Nelly. I bet you are cold. But you could try Amazon. But that's the one I used because it was, oh yeah, like Kayleen said, wait for sales. I'm pretty sure they did have sales a couple times. Hi, TT. Hope you're having a good evening. I remember they had some good sales. Teresa, lost from 389 to 282 doing the same diets, but haven't done as well as you have. Just found you on YouTube about 6 months ago. Teresa, it took me, how long? And let me just tell you, you've lost 100 stinking pounds. That is pretty dadgum amazing. And it don't matter how somebody else does it. If somebody else does it a little faster or a little different than you, that's all right. You need to just stop and be like, woohoo! I've done it. You need to preach it. You need to tell the world and you need to celebrate. I know you may not be where you want to be, but that's okay. You need to be super proud of yourself. Yes, you do. And remember, you're going to have times, along the way where it goes super slow and super, you're going to be stuck and you're going to be like, stupid scale. I mean, there are times that I stalled for a month or so and it happens. It happens, but it's okay. I mean, heck, I remember I stalled for 7 months. So you're just going to have those times, but a lot of times that stalls because your body's trying to heal something. So you just got to just got to keep rolling with it. Well, thank you. I'm glad that you found me, and I'm glad you get to be a part of this fun group of people. 90% carnivore since last June. That's awesome, Daisy. Good job. That's right. Hands for Teresa. That's really cool. Yay. Good job. Good job. I'm glad y'all can't see me because I'm picking on my toenail up here. I got the camera aimed just right, so you can't see me picking on my toenail. Oh, you watch every morning. Well, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching me. That's really sweet. I just thought, I started this channel because I followed people who, 55 in Utah. That's nice. That's good weather. I followed people like Allie McWowie, who is really great. And there were other people who I followed. And there was a lot of people who were waited to record until the end of their, thank you. TT says, don't forget to give Terry a thumbs up. And so many people who waited until after they reached their goal to record. And so I thought, I really wanted for myself to record. So I just wanted to kind of keep a record of it. So then that way, not only was I recording for, anybody else who wanted to see it, but I was recording. So then that way I thought, all right, if I mess up or if I have any issue, I can go back and see what it was I was doing at that time frame and what I need to fix. So that really helped. Oh, good night, John. Sleep good. Thank you, Trudy. Oh, your hair's coming back from chemo. That is so awesome. Congratulations. That's really cool. One of my older videos. Thank you, Daisy. Yeah, I try to just be me. I try to just, I don't know. They're so, I don't know. Sometimes I try to be all prim and proper, and I've tried to make some of those fancy videos, but I just can't. I just can't be fancy. That's why I still talk about poop. Oh, hi, Nancy. I talk about all the things that I shouldn't talk about because it's like, I just want to be me. Hang on. Debbie Sue, you're doing great until you let too much cheese creep back in and then bam, inflammation and arthritis making a reappearance. Had to put the cheese in the freezer and things are settling down again. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Mel, how did I... Wait. I lost that question, Mel. Hold on. 50 in Wisconsin. Have a ton of questions. First, how did I learn about the weighing the amounts? So, weighings. As far as weighing my food. And if anybody else asks a question and I don't get to it, just re-put it in there. Because I don't want to miss anybody's questions. Weighing my food. So when I was watching Allie McWowie here, when she was a lot more active and more keto and weight focused, she talked about how she did not use, or how she would measure things, because sometimes a cup of something, whenever you scoop it out. Oh, hi, Sandy. When you scoop it out and then, hi, Kim, and then weigh it, it would be a different weight. And then I've also heard somebody from across the ocean somewhere say that all their recipes calls for a weight. And I'm like, And we know I do a lot of cooking, so I don't like to weigh things, or I don't want to have to dirty up stuff. So for me, it just made sense to set whatever I got on a scale, and when I'm going to put something into my tracking app, it always lets me change to grams. It doesn't always let you put in cups, but it lets you put in grams and ounces. So as I was trying to measure and track, those are kind of the reasons why I went to weighing things, because it was just easier and it was more literal. Okay, hang on. Oh, hello, NPA, Sandy. And, oh, thank you, Suzanne. I know, I love my curls too. But after that summer debacle, I'll be working to grow it back out. But I just couldn't stand it being rounded. It was getting on my, on my hairdresser brain needed it to be straight around. So, but I do want to grow it back out. Am I taking anything to suppress hormones? Oh, your hands won't even close some days and hurt. I don't take anything to suppress hormones. The only thing I'm taking currently is I'm back on the magnesium and Zyrtec, and I don't have it in here. I've added the K2D3. I took that for a little while and now I've got it back in. So that's really the only things I take. So I don't really know what would suppress hormones. Do I worry about using plastic for everything? Mel, I don't. I probably should. I understand that I probably should. But everything we buy comes in plastic. You know, like the pickle relish, it comes in plastic. Your ground beef, it's wrapped in plastic. Potato chips, it's in plastic. Cottage cheese comes in plastic. So literally everything comes in plastic. So I'm sure that I should. Oh, okay, that was a Trudy. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Tabitha. I'm sure I should be worried, but I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not worried. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate that. Lori Askins. That way I'll differentiate between everybody. Have I ever done carnivore for 3 days and switched to keto? Kind of like a cycling. No, I have not done that, Latricia. I haven't. I've just done either or. I did do 1 or 2 weeks of carnivore. I did do it I don't know, it was like 1 or 2 weeks that I did carnivore when I was counting calories. But no, I haven't done any cycling because I'm too spoiled now. I enjoy all the veggies that I eat. Thoughts on using sweet drops and drink additives. 40 pounds, lost 40 pounds and 40 pounds to go. Do I slow weight loss? Well, Kim, this is going to be my honest truth. When I left carnivore behind and I switched to keto, the day I had lost right at 90 pounds. And I lost 64 pounds in carnivore. And when I switched over to keto, I started back with those drink enhancers, the Mios and the Great Value brand. When I have been using those and I still lost 90 pounds. So for me personally, they didn't affect anything. I use them every day, probably 2 or 3 times a day. Definitely more often than I should. But so they haven't messed with me and my weight loss. Oh, thank you, Karen. I'm glad we ain't all fancy. Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate it. Trudy, okay, you and her. Teresa. Teresa's never tried the rutabaga. What's the other one I'm always eating? You bought one and loved it. Can't remember. Oh, let's see. I've got jicama that I like and rutabaga. Is that the one, Teresa? Jicama. You know I love my jicama. Awkwardly aware. You have 2 daughters. One is overweight and struggles with depressions. Something clicked in your brain and you started doing carnivore. Only lost 13 pounds. I'm going to say this. Carnivore, from what I have read, and this was so I was in 2 groups in Facebook. I wanted to be in the group that had the old school carnivores. There's a lot of new carnivore science and new people trying to push this and that and the other. I wanted to be in there with the old school people like the Kelly Hogan and Charles Washington and that Dr. Lisa something Wiedemann. I wanted to be in there with those people. And those people said carnivore is for health more than weight loss. Weight loss is a side effect of carnivore. Carnivore is going to get you healthy, where It's not necessarily going to help with weight loss as much as it is going to get you healthy. So if you want to lose weight, at least now, because Debbie Sue had mentioned it, and I just, and I read also, hi Lori, and Leah, if she's with you. I had also, that's just something they had talked about. And I know Debbie Sue and I were talking about earlier, Kelly Hogan has recently starting to recognize that calories and eating a little bit less does make a difference. Hi, still RN. So carnivore, you might have to go a little bit leaner. You know, if you're doing the 73% and eating 3 pounds a day, you might find that, okay, maybe I need to do 2 pounds a day. You know what I mean? So it definitely makes you, you definitely might have to lower the calories even with carnivore in order to lose weight. Had I known that during those 7-month stalls, I'm glad I did, but had I known that while I was carnivore, that I could have, instead of eating 2 pounds of meat a day, I could have eaten 1.5 pounds of meat a day. Had I known that back then, had they not been saying, no, you can't do it, you can't do it, I probably would have never left carnivore. But because 7 months of them saying, don't change, you're just trying to heal, that's why I went to, from carnivore to keto. All right, hang on. Okay, then you jicama. I'm just trying to catch up to you guys. You guys are talking. Yes, awkwardly aware. You can do that, and you will get healthy, and it will take a while. I mean, it took me 3 years to lose the weight that I lost, and you're going to have a lot of stalls. So, but it can happen. You just got to be patient and be patient with yourself. That's the big thing, is to be patient with yourself. Okay. Susanna, Susanna's in Texas. Hello, Christine. Love using cabbage in your salads. Yeah, they are wonderful, and it lasts a really long time. Oh, so you want to see me do a live when I'm cooking or prepping my lunches and freezer food for the week? Well, I'm here to tell you, if I do a live of me doing my meal prep, that is going to be about a 8-hour live. I kid you not. I started about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I put the ground beef in the crock pot, and then I walk away for a while. Maybe I could do afterwards, like whenever I go on to the next thing, because I usually put the crock pot going, and then I go back after a couple hours after I wake up and eat my breakfast, and then start doing the other stuff. Man, it'll be a long live. I'm here to tell you. Oh, man, I'll have to put on a bra. I'm so silly. Let's see. You guys are talking back and forth. Use cabbage now. You still use the skinny syrups in your coffee? Same, girl. Same. Ricky Lee gave up all seed oils, and arthritic pain in your hand went away. That is awesome. Congratulations. Trudy bought Sean Baker's book, The Carnivore Diet. That's cool. Yep. And I said hi to Lori and still RN. Kim, when I changed from carnivore back to keto, how did I determine my calories and macros? So the way I figured that out is I knew I was eating about 2 pounds of meat a day. And I thought, well, that's about 2,200 pounds or 2,200 calories. And so I thought, well, let's try 1,800 and see what happens. So I just decided, all right, let's try 1,800 and let's see how much meat I can eat with how much vegetables. And so that's kind of where it came from. That 1,800 was honestly a shot in the dark. And then what I would do is I'd do 1,800, and then the scale would go down, then it'd stop. And then it would sit here for about 4-6 weeks. I'm like, all right, I guess it's time. So I'd take about 1 ounce of meat from my lunch and 1 ounce of meat from supper. And that was about 150, maybe 200 calories. So then I'd truck along at that. And then the scale would stop and for another 4 to 6 weeks. And I'd lower the amount of meat again. So I was eating 93% ground beef. So I was eating like 8-9 ounces of ground beef. So I was still getting a lot. So it wasn't like going from 6 ounces to 5 ounces. So I was eating a lot for sure. But it was just kind of a shot in the dark, to be quite honest. But that's what I started with. And let's see. Oh, Leah is napping. She fell asleep watching a movie. Well, you tell her I said hi. You tell her I'm saying her name in my video. Hello, Leah. You'll have to give her the replay. Fast forward to, I don't know, however long we've been on here. Oh, it's 6:45. Well, that's all right. Arthritis is too gone for your diet to help. Doggone it. A TENS unit and a back brace. You need knee replacement in both knees. Oh man, Teresa, that's got to be painful. Days you've been stalled for months, but the scale started moving again. Sometimes you just got to be patient because those stalls, man, they are annoying. But what I found during the stall, I would get so mad. I'd walk into work and people be like, hey, are you losing more weight? I'd be like, no, my scale's been stalled for 2 months. Stop asking me a dumb question. But that's when they would ask me, is whenever the scale would stall. So I truly, truly believe that when we are stalled, our body is shifting. And I think that's what's going on during those stalls. It's annoying, but our body is shifting during those time frames. Lean chicken breast and some fish with doing a carnivore diet would help with weight loss. Good idea, Danielle. I did try fish a couple times. Tart cherry capsules work to reduce uric and acid buildup. In your feet at night. Might need to take some electrolytes. That's cool. Oh, Teresa, you'd watch the whole 8 hours. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Talking. Hi, Nicole. Welcome to my live. Okay, and then you all are talking. Oh yeah, Teresa says hit that thumbs up button, guys. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I like talking, obviously. Obviously, I like talking. Now that I got this and I learned how to pause it and slow down the questions, I'll talk all day. Susanna. Nicole is in Ontario, Canada. There's quite a few of you all from Canada. Oh my goodness. I hope you all are not snowed in. Yep, the body is definitely shifting. And I'm telling you, I know that's why they say we need to take measurements. So don't forget, take measurements along the way. I have my measurements that I had. I think I still have them saved. Can you take measurements as well? Absolutely. Yes, take measurements, just like Lori says. Did I have the whoosh losses? Oh my goodness, I did have the whoosh losses. I did, and it would just be like, all of a sudden I'd be stall, and then I go to the bathroom at least 2 to 3 times at night anyway. And then, I'd wake up 4 or 5 times. I'd be like, oop, I'm going to be losing weight in the morning. And I will also say, now, I ain't pushing people to drink water, so don't take it that way. But this thing is 50 ounces. And honestly, the more I drink, the more I lose. I think, well, based on what I've heard, I know one of you all just said something about, do I think my burps have anything to do with something? And I'll get to it. I don't know, because I have been burping a lot. But anyway, I know that, so you got your fat cell. And my understanding is that it opens up, it's like a balloon, and it opens up to let the fat out a little bit, but it replaces it with water because it doesn't want to go away. A fat cell doesn't go away, it just flattens out. And so what happens, and this is what that nurse Cindy on here says, on YouTube. I watched her video where she takes these water balloons and just throws them against a tree. Anyway, and so as it lets the fat out, it's going into your bloodstream. And so the more water I drink, for me, it seems like the more water I drink, the more fat that it's flushing out of there. And I could be talking out of my butt. But I just know that it seems like the more water I drink, the faster I lose weight. I don't know exactly how it works, but that's in my head, that's how I see it working. Okay. Do I think my burps have anything to do with adding grain back in? I don't know. I don't know. What I will say is after I was having those episodes, I burped after the episode. So I'm following through with the cardiologist tomorrow. And what I'll do is after I talk to him, if they tell me anything, hi Nisi, thank you. Hi Annette. After I'm done with the doctor, I'll put something out and tell y'all if she says anything profound. I'll put that out tomorrow. But anyway, what I figured, it's definitely not cardiac. Now, I may have some cardiac damage from being so big for so long and eating such terrible, terrible diet. But what happened last night, I was laying in bed and I was laying on my right side, scrolling through TikTok, having a good time, getting sleepy. I'm like, all right, I'm going to bed. So put my phone down. I rolled over to my left side and on came the chest pain and the yuckiness. And I'm like, well, son of a gun. So I rolled back over to my right side and after about 2 or 3 minutes, it went away. So I'm like, all right, that would not be cardiac. And not to mention, cardiac wouldn't come and go like that. So do I think it's from that? I don't know. I can't say what it is. I know it started after I ate so much of that summer sausage. Now I don't know. I mean, it's been a week ago, so I shouldn't blame the summer sausage. I shouldn't. It's not still the summer sausage affecting me today. You know what I mean? But is it the adding the grains? I don't know. I really don't know. And so, but I have it on days when I don't eat grains. And I had grits last night for supper, and you'll find that out tomorrow. Spoiler alert! I had grits last night for supper. I just didn't feel too swift, so I had grits, and it's been fine today. I haven't had any issues today. Well, I take that back. I felt like right before church, I kind of felt like it could come on, but it didn't come on. And it was just kind of like a little bit of like, and then it went away. So I don't know. Teresa, your body's been shifting for 6 months. You've been stalled and on a plateau. Yeah, it does shift during that time. So definitely do your measurements for sure. Nicole, it's up 3 degrees. Hang on. Hey, Ziggy. What's Fahrenheit? What is 3 degrees? Oh, shit, listen. Hey, Ziggy. What is 3 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? She never listens to me. Hey, Ziggy. What is 3 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
3 degrees Celsius is 37.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Ooh, that's cold. We use Fahrenheit, I think. I just asked her during the live whenever we use Celsius, and I asked her about Fahrenheit. Oh, well, you all know me. I think we're Fahrenheit. Oh, okay, you said 37.4. Thank you. Oh, Debbie Sue, that's great. I'm on 8 hours a day at your house. Because Debbie Sue, she puts me on in the morning and just lets my channel play for her dog. So Happy Jack is watching me all day long while she's gone. I got to start saying his name. I wonder if he would know, if he would like look up like, what? Did you just say my name, lady? Cynthia can't decide between keto and carnivore. Like the simplicity of carnivore, but the limited food options are hard to make peace with. I understand. I did 22 months of carnivore, and it was so simple. I didn't have to think. All I had to do was cook the meat and eat it. And it was really what my brain needed at that time. My brain, I didn't want to learn how to count. I didn't want to learn how to measure and do the math. And hi, Francis. I didn't want to have to think about all those things. I just wanted to just eat. And so carnivore was really good for that. And it stripped all the cravings, the sweetness, flavors. It stripped all that away. So carnivore is a really, really great tool. So even if you decide to do carnivore for 6 to 8 months to strip out all the stuff and clear your brain, that's a really good way of doing it. It really cleared out my brain a lot. And my staff could definitely tell the difference from when I was eating clean versus not eating clean. Brenda, you watch me when you prep lunch and breakfast for work. Oh, I'm glad to help you stay on track. I know, Karen, there's a lot of Canadians on here. Your inches were catching up with pounds over the first 3 months of the plateau. See, that's awesome. That's great. You are so right, Christine. The comment section, it's a gold mine. I mean, all you guys have so much awesome information because we all come from different places and different experiences. Like, I only know my experience. I don't know, like Lori, I don't know her experience of, she was doing the injections of something. And so it's, she can give that perspective. And on her channel, she talks about those injections. And so, so we all have our own little thing, our own experiences of what we do and what we need to do. So it's pretty cool. That's what I love about our comment section. Okay, talking back and forth. Annette, I've heard that about the half your weight and body weight in water. I'm not sure. But I just drink. Well, if I'm 160, I drink about 100 ounces. I ain't saying anybody should. Not supposed to drink half an hour before or after eating. That's interesting. So that's helping Nicole. That's really cool. It could be from the veggies, Ricky. It really could be. I know, when I was carnivore, I never farted. It was great. Oh, Kim, I'll do it again, I promise. And I won't make it be so long. It's been such a long time since my last one. Suzanne's life. You're starting carnivore in the morning and you meal prep today. Cha-ching! Meal prep is the key. That, to my opinion, I don't care if you're vegan, vegetarian, fruitarian, fishitarian, carnivore, keto, whatever. As long as you meal prep, I think that is the biggest, for me, that's the biggest key. Because then there's no excuse. Driving home from work, oh man, I'd really like McDonald's burger and fries. Well, no, I got food at home. So, oh, Trudy, I love it. Visualize your fat cells shrinking. Visualize. That is awesome. I'm trying to catch up. Oh, so it's warm for you all. 37 is warm for y'all. Yeah, girl. Francis. Hi. In Odom, Georgia. I said hi a while ago, but you're on day 2 on ketovore. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. Keep up the good work. Ketovore is a great, great thing. Suzanne, you're in St. Louis. I am 2 hours south of you in Cape Girardeau. So, I don't know. My Alexa says it's 40 right now. I didn't say her other name because I didn't want to wake her up. Debbie, so you didn't have to rub it in 68 degrees. You didn't have to rub it in. That just wasn't very nice. Yep, Ricky Lee, go to the bathroom every other day. Awesome. Cynthia, clearing the brain. That's good to know. Maybe you'll just make a deal with yourself to do carnivore for a set number of months and then see if you want to go back and forth like Debbie Sue suggested. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, good night, awkwardly aware. Oh, hi, Betty Lee. Yeah, I mean, say, okay, I'm going to commit to carnivore for 3 months and then see how you feel and what you think you might want to do. That's, there's nothing wrong with that. So, let me see if there's any other questions. Carnivore. Okay, so here's my take on it. We all have to do what's going to work for us. When I was in the carnivore group, they were veggies bad, no veggies, never a veggie. If people would post about a veggie, they would get on them, or they would delete the posts, and so they were very anti-veggie, which is okay. That's what their body needed. And then I go to so I was very afraid to try a vegetable, and so I was so scared to try a vegetable that I just that whenever I did go keto, I was terrified of it. But I think that we sometimes get so obsessed with one thing that we're afraid to try something else. And so by you know, like you said, maybe doing 3 months carnivore and seeing how you feel, and then decide, well, okay, well, maybe for a few months, maybe I'll add back, I'm just going to say something, rutabaga, because we know I love rutabaga. Maybe for 3 months, I'm going to add back some rutabaga. And then say, okay, well, that's been fine, but I think I'm going to go back to just beef or whatever. So I think that we have to be pliable and willing to try things to find out what's best for us. Because like I said, if I were still in the carnivore group, I'd still be on that stall if I was doing what those people were telling me to do 2 years later. And that'd be pretty aggravating. So yeah, you kind of have to just try things out and see how things work for you. That, Laura, you can't do carnivore if you can't fart. Betty Lee, mom is good. She kicked me out a little bit before. She had to watch a Chiefs game. She didn't literally kick me out. I'm teasing. She's like, honey, you can stay if you want. I'm like, no, because then I'll have to be quiet. So I left at 2 minutes before kickoff. But in the dogs, they're around. Baxter's been up and down on my lap. Lori, you definitely have a house full of guys, so you definitely need to have some gas. Good night. So, Teresa, you have a husband that eats the same way you do because he is also a reformed diabetic like you. You both beat diabetes with keto! Ah! Good job. That is so cool. I got a little too excited. I hear Baxter coming. Good job. Congratulations on beating diabetes. That is awesome. Congratulations. Yes, Nicole. Whatever works for each person. Karen, you're just a calorie counter, and make sure you focus on protein. That's kind of where I am. Why did I stall on carnivore? Was it too much fat or calories? So I would say, Trudy, the reason why I stalled was because I was so obsessed with making sure I was eating 2 pounds of ground beef or meat. Because Kelly Hogan, yeah, Baxter's coming to check on me. Because, hi Cindy, thanks for coming. I was so obsessed with them saying that they were eating 2 pounds. I thought, and whenever people in the Facebook group would talk about stalling, they said, just keep on. It's okay. So-and-so stalled for 5 years, and then they lost all their weight. 5 years. And then so-and-so's like, yeah, I stalled for 2 years, and then I started losing weight again, and then now I'm at my goal weight. I was like, are you kidding me? I don't care who you people I don't care who you people are and how healthy you people are. I don't want to stick around for that. I wasn't going to watch my scale stay the same for 2 years or 5 years. No way, Jose. So yeah. So that's why I stalled, because I was so obsessed, because they're like, don't eat less, don't eat less, don't eat less. Well, now they're starting to recognize that some people do need to eat a little bit less. So yeah. So that's why I stalled, because I was. But when you ask, was it too much fat or too much? Had I thought about, but again, they were preached about just eat the meat, eat the meat. Had I thought about pulling the fat out of the ground beef, or had I thought about going from 80-20 to 93%, had I thought about any of that, that would have shifted the scales. but because that was kind of frowned upon and nobody would talk about it, I didn't. So that's whenever I was watching Dr. Barry and Nisha one day, and they had a friend on, and her name was Kim. And so I was like, I'm always watching people's channels, and if they have like a guest person, I'm always like, oh, who is that? Let me just go follow them and see what they have to say. Because Kim was keto. And as you all know, Dr. Barry is carnivore, only carnivore, which is cool. It's great. It works for him. And it works for so many people. So, it worked for me. It was great for me. But it stopped working for me. So I was at a stage where I needed to branch out and see what else I could do. So for me, I needed to go on and find something different. And so since Kim was on his channel, I'm like, let me just go see what this Kim is about. Well, Kim goes live, just so if you all ever want to follow her and see what's going on. What Kim goes live every week. She stopped for a while, but now she's back. I don't remember what time it is. She's in California. But she goes live every single week. And she, people ask her questions. Now listen, she's into the science. I don't know the science. I don't want to read. I don't want to read the science. I just want to eat the food. So anyway, I would watch her lives and I'd pick her brain. I'd be like, now Kim, what about this and this? And she'd be like, well, this, and this, and this, with her little smart brain, She's like, well, sciencey this, sciencey that. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. And then I'm like, well, and then next time, hey, what about this, and this? So I credit my 90 pounds doing the keto and counting calories. I credit all that to Allie McWowie, because she counted calories, and Kim Howerton. I credit my weight loss to them. Now, I know I'm the one that put in the work, but they're the ones who gave me that idea. So, yeah, Tuesday at 5, all Pacific time. Debbie, 5 Pacific time, so 5, 6, that would be, 5, 6, that'd be 7 Central, 5, 6, 7 Central, and 8 East Coast. Whatever East Coast is. Debbie, you can't just give me a Pacific Standard Time. But yes, Kim Howerton, you all definitely, I'm here for the laughs and talking about how I did it and what works for me. But if you all want to know the science, you've got to go find Kim Howerton and follow her and watch her lives. Oh, she lives across the bay from you. That's so stinking cool. Eastern Standard Time. All right. Yeah. But yeah, you guys, Kim is really, her name on YouTube is Kim Howerton. Howerton. Kim Howerton. Like I said, she's friends with Dr. Barry and friends with Nisha, and she put, she helped them, like her and Dr. Barry, they wrote like 2 or 3 of his books together. So she's very brilliant. But where he preaches carnivore, she preaches some people, because she did carnivore for a while, but she didn't lose weight, and so she had to find something else. So she preaches, you might just have to count calories, and you might just have to do keto. And so, so Kim Howerton, she's definitely really, really good. Susan, you just got back from church. That means either you got a short church service or I am very, very long-winded. Let's just say you got a short church service. Shh, let's go with that. Maybe your church was just 20 minutes. Shh, let's go with that. Okay, wait. All right, I'm missing some questions. Did I say hi to Cindy Ann in Maine? Hi. Oh gosh, I've scrolled way too far. Sorry. Ricky Lee, is that why you stalled all winter? It very well could be. Maybe you need to just take an ounce of meat off a couple meals and see how that goes. Oh yeah, there we are talking about Kim. I saw a question. Where did it go? Oh, church was just an hour. That means I talked for a long time. Teresa Foreman. How do you kick off a new weight loss start after a long plateau period? When I had a plateau, now I'm going to speak from my keto, Terry. when I had a plateau, I would say, okay, I'm going to lower my calories. So because I was such an obsessive person. It's funny. I'm obsessive and impulsive all at the same time. Hi, Liz. Don't worry. You ain't missing. Oh, you the Chiefs. The Chiefs. Go Chiefs. Woo-hoo. And what was my question? Oh, I don't remember. What was the question? If you get on a plateau. So see, that's why I shouldn't be looking up at the screen. Anyway, so if you measure out your food, and you get, let's just say you eat 6 ounces of 73% every day, then maybe change it to 80-20 and do like 6 ounces of 80-20 and try that for a little bit. So change up something, whether it is some people, and when I do my carnivore stuff, they're like, you're pouring the fat out, you need to add it back on. If you're somebody who adds the fat back on, maybe don't add the fat back and just eat the meat part of your meal and don't add the fat back on. Or if you're somebody who doesn't add the fat back on, but you've been eating 80-20, you can come up. If you're eating 80-20, then, maybe try 85 or 93. So to me, it's things like that. Because I tried to make, once I went keto, I'm not going to lie, I ain't giving up my veggies now. I just ain't doing it. And so now that I'm so used to eating my veggies, I figured I could lower my meat a little bit and that would be okay. So that's the one that I opted to help with whenever I was in a stall, I opted to lower my meat just a little bit for my calories. So that's what I did. Let's see, where is it at? You are darn right, Lord. I ain't giving up my bass. And if anybody doesn't know what a bass is, my big A-word salad. Yeah, I ain't giving it up. No sirree, Bob. I ain't doing it. Hey, he ain't on my lap. Let me see if I can do this without waking her up. Well, she ain't moving. Hang on, I'll show you. There's Sister Callie. She's knocked out. She says, please don't bother me, y'all. She says, I'm a delicate flower. Oh, and there's Brother Sammy coming in to check things out. So I have this table, since y'all saw it. I have this table that I keep right here beside me, right by my chair. And it's got things that I might need, like glasses cleaner, Band-Aids. I got my razor. Because sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm like, I need to shave. So I keep a razor in there. I got a foot shaver in there and got all kinds of stuff. But that's where I keep my my pills and my Tylenol. And I always have one of these over here just in case. So, yeah, that's my ditty table. My dad used to, whenever we would go on a camping trip, he was called it his ditty bag, and that was like his shave kit and cologne and shower stuff. And so that's my ditty table. It's just, I got a random crochet hook and got the old Meprazole. Got a hair clip in case my hair gets on my nerves. Got some chapstick. I'm starting to learn from Lori, and I'm using note cards to check things on. So I'm going to actually write pasture eggs. I'm putting that on the front so I don't forget. Oh, I got some tweezers because, listen, we're about to get all personal. So let me just tell you what else I do. I sit here. This is my magnifying mirror. And I got a light here, and I turn it on, and I pluck. I pluck my chin hairs, because, us PCOS girls, it's the way of life for us. So, yep. I got cuticle nippers. So, yeah, so that's my table. No, it's not a Stanley Cup patty cake. Oh, bye, Danielle. It's not it's not a Stanley Cup. It's a Zucro. It's from Amazon. I got it on my little storefront. I got an Amazon storefront, and so yeah, if you If you click that, that's where I got it from Amazon because I wanted a big one. Okay, all right. So let's see. There's some questions. Hang on. I saw. Oh, thank you, Teresa. Sorts everything. Lori, yeah. In your video the other day, Lori, it was fun seeing like all the things that were in your craft room that you had beside you. Danielle's leaving. Oh, Tabitha, inspired by Grace Motivations, Tabitha. Girl, sticky notes. My desk at work, I got sticky notes all over. Alarms, I got alarm for everything. I have alarms to tell me not just when to wake up, but to tell me to set the alarm for my, when I leave my house, to set the alarm for my cameras so it turns it on. I got alarm to tell me at bedtime. I used to have an alarm to tell me when to take my bedtime pills. I got alarms to tell me everything. And I keep forgetting to take my crochet stuff to Mom's house on Sundays. So I set an alarm just this morning, on my drive to church. When I got to church, I set an alarm because I was mad that I left my yarn at home. So I set an alarm, and it's going to go off every Saturday evening at 7 o'clock to remind me to pack up my whatever crochet project I'm working on. I love the alarms on my phone. Do the chocolate medley element has out. No. They sent you a free 3-pack sample. Nice. No, I haven't tried that. I wonder what that's made of. I'm writing it LMNT chocolate medley. So since I make my own, I've just been using my own. It's so much cheaper, but that's good to know. All right, Ricky Lee, have a good night. Where are we at here? Can't set anymore and need to delete some. I can understand that. I've got tons. Fought someone for it. Patty cake. Have I tried patty cake? Wait a minute. Where are we at? No. Or did you fast? Oh. Did I ever fast? Francis. Let me tell you. So when I was carnivore, and when I first started, I was doing 3 meals a day. Because like I said, when I first started, everybody was saying to eat around 2 pounds a day. So I'm like, all right, let's take 2 pounds and divide it into 3 meals. And then I was like, let me see if I can put it into 2 meals. So then I did a pound like around 10 o'clock and then a pound that evening when I got home. And then I thought, I was hearing at that time, what's that chick's name? Laura Spath, that she was out, because I think she and I started around the same time. And she was doing all these really long fasts, and that kind of became a trend to do all these long fasts, like 72 hours or something like that. Well, I couldn't do that. But for a while, I don't know, 6 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere in there. I was doing OMAD, and I was getting about probably 1.5 pounds at one time a day. And what I will say is that at the end of that time frame, because that's why I stopped, I started losing my hair. I felt good, but I started losing my hair. And I'm too vain to be losing my hair if it's not for something that's like a real medical condition. Like, if I was undergoing chemo, it would be expected. But if I'm going to stay big, I'm going to have hair. So I said, oh no, this ain't for me. So I went back to 2 meals a day. So that was the longest. So 23 hours fasting was the longest I could ever do. I could never do any more than that. Are you coming up, buddy? So anyway, I could never do longer than 23 hours. Are you coming up or not? That's the longest I could do. So that wasn't for me. Oh, it's 7:15. So you're going to be seeing him pacing now, because it's getting close to him trying to get me to go to bed. So no, I did not. I did OMAD, but I didn't do any fasting longer than that. So, well, since it is 7:15 and this boy is going to have himself a little panic attack, I guess I should probably. Teresa, you lost your hair. Oh, COVID. Oh man, I still can't taste and smell right because of COVID. Boo, boo. Chichava, it's a meal replacement, not used it yet. Do I think that might be a bad idea? I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about meal replacements. I never did them because, listen, good night, Trudy. I like to eat. And so I didn't want to drink my meals. I feel full. I like to have a lot of full. I like to be full in my belly. So for me, a liquid meal just would not last very long. I would just be mad. It's like soup. That's why I say soup is for sick people. You eat soup and about an hour later you're hungry again and then you're mad. I ain't got time to be hungry and mad. So yeah, I could never do a liquid as a meal replacement. So but if it works, then I say go for it. You know, I think everybody needs something different. Like I got a friend, you know, who's doing the Ozempic. Good job. She's losing weight and she's finally losing weight. So I'm like, good for her. And you know, I've got people who are keto or vegan and people that are vegetarian and they're doing healthy. I say ka-chow. So for me personally, I can't drink a meal because I get hungry, but it's for the same reason I can't eat soup. So yeah, but I think you know, you got it. Why not try it and see what you think? What's the worst thing that could happen? You know, try it for a couple meals and see what you think. And if you get hungry early and just be like, well, that wasn't too swift, so I won't do that again. So I think there's nothing wrong with trying it. Hi, Spears. Oh, you've never commented? Aw, well, hello and welcome to my live. I'm ending it up a little bit, but here in a minute, because Baxter's pacing, and this is what he does at bedtime. He'll start pacing at about 7 something. And Suzanne's going to bed. I missed that. Good night, Suzanne. Yeah, so yeah, Baxter's pacing, and so that's his way of getting me to go to bed. He's so bossy. Such a bossy boy. But he is, he's not a herding dog. He's a, what you call them things? He's a Great Pyrenees mix. So, but I guess they do kind of herd their, you know, their flock or pack or whatever they are. So, Nicole, have a good night. Your dog is used to that as well. Yep. Yeah. See, yeah, Baxter. Tabitha, you're right. Baxter's like, yep. Oh, you said great, alive. He was thinking, okay, great live. Let's go. Everybody go home now. He'd be a little kid that'd be like, okay, go home, get out. We're done now. So, anyway, all right, you guys. Tracy, your cat comes and stares at you when you want to go to bed. Yep. Oh, where's my Sammy? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Get up here for a minute. Come here. Come up here. Let him see you. Come on. I know. Come on. He doesn't get up here very long. But now, he will sit up here. Let him see your little face, boy. Let him see your ghost face. He'll come up here for just a minute, and then he heads out. So, that's about as much as he'll do. All right. It's okay. So, he's like, all right. He's like, deuces. So, all right, you guys. Have a good night. That's right. Who let the dogs out? Me. All right, you guys. I'm going to let you all go. And it's been fun. And I appreciate you all coming and chit-chatting with me. I promise we'll do it again. Don't forget to click that like button on your way out. All right, bye, guys. Now, I got to figure out how to end it. So you all just ignore me for a minute. I think I hit this X. Are you sure you want to stop streaming?